Hello boys and girls, welcome to another video on the E46. The winter is coming, so it's time to have the yearly checkup. So we're gonna change the oil. Mäuschi, my trusted backup mechanic, is also here to help. Hey Mäuschi. Thank you for joining. Nice of you. Yes, thank you. So what we have, we'll change the oil. I also need to reinstall this airbox because I have to do TÜV or MOT or inspection or whatever you want to call it. We're gonna check the coolant level. I have here some original BMW coolant. You should do a 1-to-1 mix, but I've been topping off. I topped off a couple of times with distilled water, so I'm going to top it off with the original coolant this time. Have Castrol oil. We'll check the condition of the brake fluids. What else? We can have a look at the brake pads also, but early next year I'm going to change everything. I'm going to change the rotors, maybe even the calipers, the pads and everything. What else is missing? Cabin air filter. Of course, we're going to replace the oil filter. Cabin air filter we're going to check, but I changed it last year and I'm pretty sure it will still be okay. And that's about it. Let's start. Oh, to start, I'm first going to get this the engine in running temperature or operating temperature, because I also want to do an engine flush. And anyway, to change the oil, it's better if the engine is warm anyway. So I'm going to take it for a ride. Before filling it up, I'm gonna put in this injector cleaner, which it's based on PEE, polyethylamine, and it's very good for your injectors. Great, so we're back home, and the car is in operating temperature. So we're going to drop. Oh, I need a funnel. Do I have a funnel nearby? No, wait a minute. Well, I have the funnel. And we're gonna take the opportunity also to check if the CCV system is working, because this should be sucking, but only sucking a little bit. Let's see. Yes, exactly. It sucked only a little bit. This will fall. Let's put this here. And now we can add the funnel. Nothing moving here. I secured the funnel a bit better and I turned the engine off. I don't want this spilling all over. So let's put the engine flush in. Engine flush. Clean the engine. Here we go. And now what we will do, we will let the engine idle for 10 minutes. We got the timer running. In the meantime, we can double check the condition of our brake fluids. I've changed it recently, so I'm sure it will be fine. As we can see, 0% water in this fluid. Perfect. It's looking good. Actually, it's starting to look dark already. Not very certain. Yeah, 0. Very well. I changed it very recently anyway. If you need to see how to flush your or change your brake fluids, there'll be a video here somewhere. You can check also cabin air filter. So it's easy, it has only like one of these clips with springs. You need to pull this forward and up, and we have here our cabin air filter, still in quite good shape. I don't think it makes sense to replace this yet, but as you can see, replacing this quite easy. What else do we have that we can check? We have here windshield wiper fluids, which is at the top. I actually need to use a bit of this because I want to make sure this has winter fluid. I'm not sure. We can check power steering fluid. Let's see quantity and quality. You can see it's still very transparent, so it's not very dark, which is great. Coolant will check when the car is cooler, because now it's too hot, obviously. That's pretty much it. We'll wait for it to clean itself and then we'll go under the car. While the car is cooling down, I think it's a good idea to start disassembling this. So I'll just take the filter out. There's just this hose clamp which is holding this filter here to this hose here. So that's what I'm gonna start by doing. Came out super easy. I'm gonna keep it in the box so it's not getting dirty or something, but it's quite clean, so I don't need to worry about this. I'm also gonna take this part out. I think I just have to pull it because this also belongs here to the filter, and then I'll start disassembling this. There's one nut here, one nut down there somewhere that I have to find, and that's all. Perfect. My cold air intake is taken out completely and packed in a box. Now all we have to do is to reassemble here the original OEM. The air filter is inside. If you want to replace it, all you have to do is open these clips. Actually, I'll have a look just to see the condition, but if I remember correctly, it still looked like new. And next year, if you want to see a comparison between cold air intake and regular paper filter, I will be using my OBD scanner to check the air temperature coming in, so make sure to like this video and subscribe. Okay, this was actually a bit harder than I had anticipated, but I decided to separate the box in two. Then we have here the filter. As you can see, it looks like new, and then attach the mass airflow sensor to this side of the box, and then hopefully now I can connect it easily to this hose and I can finish assembling it. Perfect. As I suspected, this way it was a lot easier. There's just one clip here. I don't know how BMW thought people should be able to reach this clip here. I have to stick my hand here to get to. I'm not sure if you can even see it. There's this clip. Yeah, exactly. This clip here. I don't know how these guys must have maybe girly hands, or maybe they have some children there to get this clip for them. But okay, it's okay. Now I'll get some food and then I'll drain the oil out. Very well, my belly is now full, so we can continue here with the work. I'm going to break the oil cap loose, so the oil will drain easier. We also need this very big ass socket here for the oil filter to break it loose. And we can also open the dipstick here a little bit so that the oil will drain easier. So let me just get the socket for this so that we can break this loose. Here we go. Oil dripping with all its beauty. It's looking quite dark already, even if I only drove 8,000 kilometers. So this shows how important it is to change your oil very regularly. So while this is draining, we can go ahead and change the filter. Here's the new filter, MAN filter, good quality. You don't want to save on your oil filter. It comes with the new gasket. It's not a gasket, what is it? The seal, and a new crush washer for the drain plug. So let's get the old filter out of here. Looking good. So I need 2 hands for this. I'll get rid of this old filter and install the new one. New filter going in, and as you know, you should, so also the new seal, and as you know, you should put oil, new oil on this seal so that it will be easy to get out next time. And you have even the torque spec here, 25 Newton meters. For now, I'll just put it in hand tight, well, more than hand tight. I'll set it and then I'll get my torque, what's it called? Torque wrench. Filter is in. As we can see, now we have the new, well, the drain plug with the brand new crush washer, and the oil has drained enough. Is now only really small drips still dropping, but pretty much done. So I'll go downstairs and put the drain plug back in. It's all tidied up downstairs. Drain plug screwed in again. Now have the funnel again, and this car takes 6.5 liters of oil. I'm gonna start, I don't know why I have 2 open canisters already. They're open, but they're both new oil. I'm gonna put 5.5 liters first, and then we're gonna check the dipstick just to make sure, or to try not to overfill it. And yeah, let's go. 5.5 liters in. Let's see, I already cleaned the dipstick. Let's see what the dipstick is telling us. And remember, new oil is very hard to see, so we're looking at reflection. And lucky me, it looks like it's full with the 5.5. Did I make a mistake? Is it maybe 5.5? But this is clearly at the top, so we're gonna leave it there. Great. Also, the car is on an incline. You should double check when you get it off the car ramps. Anyway, that looks good. Now that before we start the car up, let's have a look here at the coolant. So it's still warm, but it's not really hot anymore. Let's see if we don't die. We see the pressure going out, and it's fine. Okay, I think. Yeah, great. So let's see, what do we have? Seems to be at minimum. Yeah, the ball should come up, as we can see somewhere. Yes, it's written here. As you can see, it should be measured cold. It's relatively cold. The ball, it should be at the second ball like this, right? Oh, this is actually not going any higher than this. But yeah, so I'll get the coolant and fill it up. So here we go. Let's see if I can put it in without making a big mess. Let's see what I can do. And a little mess only. Okay. As I told you, this should be a 1-to-1 mixture with distilled water. But I've topped it off a couple of times with distilled water already, so this time I'm using the coolant. I should get an empty bottle of something and make a 1-to-1 mix. Yeah, so I don't have to do this exercise all the time. Everything is buttoned up, making final checks. Let's close here the oil cap without the bug inside. Well, if the bug wants to go inside, it can go. I don't care. I'm pretty sure metal is stronger than, what's it called? I forget the name of this bug exoskeleton. Anyway, everything buttoned up. This is Closed, 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 closed. There's no tools. What about here? Is it dripping? No. Very clean. Very well. Let's start it up and see what the car is telling us. Always a very exciting moment, because you can basically destroy your car if you haven't done it correctly. Ah, look at that. Very smooth. Running like a charm. No check engine lights. Thank God. Let's have a look at it and see how it sounds. Oh, let's not get too close. I don't want to drop the phone on a running engine, but sounds great. I'll get it off the ramps. I'll let it cool down again, and I'll check the oil level once again when the car is leveled. But as far as I can tell, we're done. So thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, if you want to follow more videos like this in the future, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button please, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much. Bye. P.S. before we go, let's reset the service lights, for the oil change. So I'm gonna need two hands for this, so it's not gonna be very nice to see on camera, but we have to press this and keep this pressed. Oops. While we turn on the ignition, just a moment. And it should come a test. Yeah, here we go. Reset. We have to push it again. So you see my oil change was supposed to happen in another 22,000 kilometers. We need to push it again, keep pushing till the reset blinks, and I think now we just have to push it again and it should be reset. But it is reset. Here we go. And now we have another 30,000 kilometers, but that doesn't make any sense. Please change your oil every year or every 10,000 kilometers. Okay, see you, take care.